How do plants make stars disappear? Unlike the repositioning effect of the rock in Donkey Kong's Jungle Adventure, the happening spaces on Peach's birthday cake allow you to buy seeds that grow into piranha plants. For 30 coins apiece, these single-use seeds occupy one space and force players who land on them to forfeit a star to the plant purchaser's profit. But unfortunately, the plants prove to be a profoundly pointless drain on the economy, ironically taking away the player's ability to get the very thing the plants are intended to steal in the first place. This oversight results in piranha plants having very little utility, a low return on investment, and a messed up relationship with stars. Although Peach's birthday cake is one of the shortest boards in the game at a total of 45 spaces, players don't cross over piranha plant plots enough to make the investment valuable. In a standard 20-turn game, an individual character will travel an average of 104 spaces, which totals up to about 2.2 trips around the board. With that in mind, piranha plants become a worse and worse investment as time goes on and the game nears the end, because the chance of catching someone drops each turn. That means that even at its best potential from the very beginning of the game, one plant only has around 6 chances to catch other players, and that's presuming the other players even have a star to be stolen. To increase the chance of catching one of the participants, players must invest more and more coins into these spaces until the cost becomes unreasonable. For every 5.5 piranhas planted, only one actually steals a star, meaning that 165 coins go into robbing one 20-coin item from another player. Less than half of all seeded spaces are actually landed on, and the majority of those end up doing nothing. Since we know the average roll is between 5 and 6, we can presume that a given space has a chance of being landed on about twice per person in a single trip across the board. That roughly equates to a 1 in 9 chance of one person landing on your selected happening space. At this point, it's important to point out that piranha plants and stars are incapable of coexisting. Generally, the number of piranha plants is inversely proportional to the number of stars, because the more money spent on the plants means less money spent on the stars, which are less plentiful to begin with. On this map, the cost of a star isn't the normal 20 coins. It's actually about 30, just like the plants. This is because players have to pay a 10-coin toll to Goomba before they can even reach the star. In order for a player to be able to afford both a piranha plant and a star, they need to generate 60 coins over the course of roughly 9 turns before they reach Toad, winning most of the interstitial minigames. This then leaves the other players with not enough money to afford a star, which trivializes the wealthiest player buying the piranha plant in the first place. So while piranha plants are a decent investment in longer 50-turn games, they offer very little value for their cost and actively prevent players from purchasing stars. And even the handful of situations in which they might be useful, you rely on some pretty tough odds working out in your favor. Piranha plants are just not that useful. And that's the root of the problem. Root of the problem? Get it? Root?